let's load. I don't know where we... Clockle. The Clockle puzzle. In Grandma's, I guess I was supposed to say attic. That's even spelled wrong. Wrong. Addy. Okay. Good job. Good job, Prime. Alright, so let's do this fucking clock.
An elaborate mechanic.
I remember how to... There we go. Alright. Inventory. Need key. We put the key in there already? We did. Alright, we already got the key. No, don't exit the scene. God damn it. Alright, so... Alright, it's supposed to be on 3 o'clock. And this has got to be set to the dragon.
The key winds the clock's mechanism.
So again, that's how
Granddaddy, you old fox.
do the puzzle. So we'd have been sitting here for ages trying to figure it out. I never would have gotten it if I didn't look that up. Alright.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersburg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining.
I'm just getting an envelope. Where's the envelope at? That it? Didn't we pick up 2 items? I don't know. Alright. Now we should be able to talk to Grandma about his dad, I think.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
Neither do we.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Alright, so we get some new things. Alright.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
Schattenjäger? Schattenjäger? Oh, how odd, Gabriel. I haven't heard that word in years. My goodness, you've given me a chill. Your granddad used to say that sometimes in his sleep.
Really? Do you know what it means?
No, I'm afraid not. I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me. Odd.
Huh. Thanks, Gran.
Thanks a lot for nothing.
Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter. Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
Oh, I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Heinz Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? No, dear.
Huh. Odd.
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter.
Okay.
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family and his life before America, but He didn't want to talk about it. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer. Since he obviously found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Didn't Granddad ever say anything about his past or his family?
Only that his family was crazy and that he never wanted to see them again. He believed in
Sounds
some
like my
family curse. Thought that he could spare Philip and Philip's children from what he called old nightmares. Whatever Harrison wanted to spare you, though. Oh, it cost him plenty. He never did sleep well, and he would often get a far-away, guilty look in his eyes. He was wrestling with something he thought he should be doing, someplace he thought he ought to be. I don't know how he could think that he should be anywhere but with me and our child. It's a terrible way to live.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the in-game hint because I just don't remember what we didn't do in the last stream. Yeah. Oh, hints. After the Voodoo Museum snake attacks you, Grace will take a scale from your face and place it in the ashtray on her desk. Excuse me? Where do I find a scale to match? What? Alright. Bracelet. Attic, learn about Heinz Ritter, blah blah blah. Call Wolfgang. Okay. We probably didn't do this shit. Alright, so that's probably what we gotta do. Probably gotta go back
Well, Gran, I'd better get going.
to the bookstore.
Take it easy on those women out there, will you, Gabe?
Women? You're my only girl, Gran.
He's doing it with Granny.
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Oh boy, party time.
This girl's very sarcastic to her boss. Extremely. Alright, so let's go in and call this dude. It's a gilf enjoyer. Pretty nasty.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
I don't remember what this was. Wait. Whose number is this? Hold on. I'm not sure if I could have looked at the inventory. Whose number is it? Oh, it is the Wolfgang number. Okay. Didn't we try doing... Didn't we do this already? Or at least we tried.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
What kind of phone number is this?
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I've been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had dreams about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I knew that Heinz had a grandson, but until this dream started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly, I don't know you from Adam. And I'm not going to fly off to Germany, even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
No.
You are the last of our line. I'm too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful, and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
He just said he wasn't coming to Germany. Okay.
Well, it's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
Sure you don't want to spend the night? We don't have, you don't actually have to go home and shower and come back. I mean, you're already here, right?
Hello?
It's
Oh.
me. I can't sleep.
Oh, me neither.
Can I...
Yes. Come.
She said, come. Tear it up. Nah, I mean, didn't get anything? Not even a little something? Man. Rip.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great.
Sure, I just got laid.
Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace,
Doing
I'd be
good.
dead.
Doing great.
Well, what's up?
You got another package this morning. Overnight from Germany.
Why is this
I
dude
was
still
expecting that.
looking
Where
in
is
our
it?
window?
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang and a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble, in case you didn't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
I got it.
How's this a package from Germany?
St. George's book. Oh, Professor
Get there
Hartridge.
overnight.
I'm glad you called. Did you? Oh, you did. You did. Oh, wait. Slow down. They agree. Really? You think that's them? Well, you're within a wheel. Ogun agree, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Dambala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom. Okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo? Well, why would the Veve show up there? Uh-huh. Okay. Look, I'll come over as soon as I can, okay? Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay, thanks. See ya.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe, and I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's
minus
something
the
about
guy
all this.
looking in our
My
window.
dreams.
What about your dreams?
Oh, nothing. I'll be careful. I promise. Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, I read it. So should you.
Okay. Let's see.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Crocodile mask? I don't remember even getting it. Alright. Let's talk to her.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Is that a voodoo word?
I don't think so. It's German.
No, sorry. I don't speak German.
You tell me there's no dictionary in this place?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Investigate Rada drums.
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
Nope.
I can't think of anything.
Except for, like, hand job or something. We know that we're not getting that from her, so. Alright, let's read the paper. What's going on today? Anything good?
Times dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the Voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The
Not
shadow
yet, it is.
upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
Times dated June 22nd. The shadow.
Alright, I don't want to read the whole thing. Just I was going to read the article. How does he read stuff? Here we
The
go.
letter is addressed to Gabriel from Wolfgang Ritter.
Yeah.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you. Uncle Wolfgang.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as a witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with the beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's
What kind of name is
tormenting
that?
urges for her.
Paul bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigation into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seems. The second to the last entry describes Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He'd found a name on one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Ballsy son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Why I gotta read this? Dear Father, I offer these final words as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. The woman I wrote of, Tedalio, was the witch I sought. I have committed terrible. Was the witch I sought. I have committed terrible crimes. I love this witch. There's got to be a better way to read this. I love this witch. Then you. Is that what it says? I love this witch. Then use our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. Talisman is gone. Tedalito took it. I can but pray for her. I don't know. Swift recovery of the talisman. Oh, my swift recovery of the talisman. And something, my punishment in hell will be long and bitter. Is there a son? Probably a better way to read that. No? I guess not. Alright. Stupid. I'm not expected to read that. I hate when games have cursive handwriting. Sometimes it's real hard to read. Especially since I'm on a 4K screen and I'm playing in a window that's smaller than what you guys probably see on the stream. Why is this asshole still at our door?
This guy's really starting to bug me.
No kidding. I have a feeling if he can see us, they can see us.
Call the cops.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Get the hell out of here.
Alright. Let's go to the university. Talk to the professor.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
This guy never works. Ever. Are we going to the office now?
Hey, Hartridge, what's the good word? Hartridge? Ah! Oh, God, not again. He's looked better.
That would be up to the coroner. Whatever Hartridge may have learned, he can't share it with Gabriel now. At least not vocally.
I'm not touching that body. There must be something here about what Hartridge found out about that Veve.
This is a crime scene. Gabriel wants to disturb it as little as possible.
Gabriel does, but I don't. That shit up. I don't remember how to do... How do you do hotspots again? Not it. That's not it. How do you do the hotspots? Don't remember. Oh. Spacebar. Okay. It's a pencil and notes. Let's check the pencil. Oh, look at this.
Hartridge's notes. This must be about the Veve.
I wasn't done.
This is a crime scene.
All right.
Nothing else looks related to my case. Nothing else looks related to my...
Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office.
I wonder how he
You want me to talk to a fish?
Yeah. Why not? I talk when I had a fish tank.
Gabriel
I talked to
doesn't
the
want
fish
to
all the time.
upset the fish. The filing cabinet is locked. It's an enormous stone head.
That's what she said.
An old globe sits atop Hartridge's file cabinet. Gabriel fights the urge to give the globe a spin. A round pottery vessel hangs from the ceiling. Gabriel doesn't want to disturb Hartridge's treasures. The shelves behind Hartridge's desk are full of old books. The shelves behind Hartridge's desk are full of old books. Gabriel doesn't feel comfortable sitting around here under the circumstances.
Why?
The visitor's chair looks
He's a dead
unsteady
guy.
and a little low to the ground.
Sitting across from him at the desk. I mean, there's what's bad about that?
The carved stone head looks African and is very old.
So obviously we don't have to do anything else in here, I guess. Check the trash can.
A wastebasket next to the desk is filled with crumpled paper.
Well, look at him.
There's nothing of interest in the wastebasket.
How do you know? Completely on the other side of the room.
That mask is quite hideous.
It's a mask? I thought it was a shield. Not Hartridge. Hartridge's chair.
This is a crime scene.
Alright.
Gabriel's seen enough old books to last.
That's not what I wanted.
Gabriel doesn't feel comfortable sitting around here under the circumstances.
Alright, that's it here. Alright, so I guess let's go report this to the police, huh? Our phone. No. Back to podium again,
The
I guess.
podium.
Yeah, I know it's the podium.
Gabriel isn't in the mood to give up.
I just want to see if there's anything on it.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
Oh, okay. Well, guess I don't have to do that then. Fair enough. Alright, let's look at the thingy we got, right?
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
That's supposed to tell us something?
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on the notepad paper.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Okay, Hartridge is dead. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think it's a coincidence. The way he looked reminds me too much like Crash. Someone doesn't want me investigating this, and I'm putting other people in danger. What am I going to do? Found some of Hartridge's notes on the Vave. Something about Benin, which I think is a country in Africa. Damn it. if Hedges really was targeted because of what he was researching, at least I can make sure his work serves a purpose in bringing down the bad guys. Something to do with Africa. Oh. Let's see if see if this guy, he's got a lot of voodoo shit in the store, right? See if this dude might know anything.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello?
The hell's that? Snakes. I see the snake.
Uh-oh. I don't want that thing on my rib.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Still have. Yeah, alright. Let's go back.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Gotta be a way to survive the snake. Switch.
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did. I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see. We were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
What was that all about? Right. Just got assaulted by Dr. John's goddamn snake. Why wasn't the place locked up? And why wasn't the snake in its cage? Could have killed me. You do it on purpose? Maybe. Let's go to the police department, see if they get any news on any sort of autopsy or whatever. Man, there's kids out here.
Hey there, girls.
The little girls stare at Gabriel, but say nothing to him.
Okay. Right.
Hey, mostly.
Knight, I had a feeling you'd show up.
Oh, you did, huh? Now, let's see if he knows about the dead body yet.
I have this. Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about them?
They confirm that the pattern for the murders is of African origin.
Really? That's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here.
It's been here for quite some time, so it seems.
I'm impressed. Okay, you convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult.
Okay.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ. You're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African studies at Tulane. Well, yesterday I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's on to something big, and when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered, and by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case. Don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. Because if I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut and not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
Oh, you said shit. Well, but that conversation's a little odd since I just gave him that piece of evidence, and then he's saying, oh yeah, it's definitely linked, and then he comes back and says it's not linked. So should I have talked to him before I gave him the paper so that made more sense?
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
I already told you. You still need to get me a lead on the cult.
Alright. So I'm gonna get a lead on the cult.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No? Is that anything like a Chuck Yeager?
I don't think there's any relation. Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Not since the last time you asked.
Do you know anything about veves?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight? That voodoo stuff is faked.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These veves...
Look, just stop worrying about those marks. I don't think they're relevant.
Guy's pretty dumb. Alright. I don't have anything else to show, right? Sketchbook.
That doesn't prove anything. That doesn't prove...
Sure if I showed him any of this stuff
That
before.
doesn't prove any.
I took this tracing from a tattoo on Crash's chest. It's related to the underworld voodoo cult.
Yeah? What makes you think that?
It's what Crash said just before he died.
He was probably hallucinating from the drugs he OD'd on. Probably got that in the Navy or something.
No, I'm sure it's related. It's a snake, see? And if...
Even if it were a signal of some sort, that doesn't prove that the murders were done by a legit voodoo cult.
Mosley doesn't appear.
That doesn't prove any.
Showing that to
That doesn't prove it.
Gabriel has already proven to Mosley that a legit...
Oh, okay. Alright, well, that's it. Let's get out of here. Moving on.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Don't be calling me baby. Unless you're gonna be buying me pizza later. Let's go hit on Frank's again.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
So, what's it like being a policewoman?
The glamour never ceases.
Oh, never mind.
That's it. Best you can come up with, Gabriel. Definitely not a player. Cares if she's married. Alright. Oh, I don't even remember what the Napoleon house is. Just drive here real quick. Oh, it's the bar. That's right. See if this guy's got any new information.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's just a lovely fellow.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
All that for that.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Does this snake pattern look familiar to you at all? Have you noticed it on any of your customers, like as a tattoo?
Nope. Can't say as I have, me. Marine Corps, is it?
Yeah, could be. Thanks. Could you look at this snake bracelet and tell me if you've seen anything like it before?
Nope. Never seen nothing like that.
So all his answers are no. No. Nope. Nope. Nada. Worst voodoo vendor ever.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, monsieur.
Alright, let's get out of here. Waste of my fucking time.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
You're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Oh, what's the... Just a little sparkly thing there.
There's a snake scale in the ashtray.
I guess that's what she just took off her face. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh, I didn't pick
That
it up.
doesn't seem to work that way. There's something in the...
Come on. Let's pick it up.
There's a snake scale in the ash.
I guess I had it. Oh, you gotta do it that way. Okay.
The item in the ashtray is too small to pick up by hand.
What is he? He's got figures like Godzilla or something? Or King Kong? Fuck, too small to pick up.
Gabriel finds a snake scale in the ashtray. It's a souvenir from the museum's python.
I don't want to snake attack us. Okay.
Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python. It's a snake scale from the Voodoo...
Wait, what?
It's a snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python.
It's the laughter for. I don't get it.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
Why not? Show it to her. What do you mean it doesn't work that way?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Some new hints. I don't know. Alright, let's head back out and expecting to do more, but I thought maybe she can inspect it or whatever. Research.
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Oh, isn't this thing's open, right? Yeah, that wasn't open before. I just opened on day, whatever, day 5.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me
What's
about.
up there, pointy
I guess
tits?
so. My name is...
Wait! Gabriel Knight.
You're too quick for me.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Show us some of those. Show us one of your pointy tits. That'd be nice.
It's an old-fashioned parlor lamp hung with crystals. The Moonbeam Residence looks like a cross between a voodoo temple and a Victorian fortune teller's parlor, by way of Hate Street.
First line of dialogue should be, is it cold in here or is it just me?
The mask is made of
Like
carved
what? Never
wood
mind.
and looks African. There's a chest in the corner that looks like a carnival machine.
Oh, can we play with it?
It's impolite to mess with other people's stuff. Gabriel should wait until he's asked. Gabriel figures that many men have picked up things in Magentia's parlor, but he'd rather not.
Ew. Like crabs or something.
Magentia's bottles probably contain secret ritual concoctions.
What about the crystals?
It's a large cluster of quartz crystals.
Grab them. Steal them.
Whatever they do,
Not interested. Take it.
Gabriel figures that many men...
It's gonna be the same dialogue. Another fucking lamp.
It's an old-fashioned parlor lamp hung with crystals.
Yeah, I remember my grandmother used to have lamps like this back in the day.
A large,
Long time
sluggish
ago.
snake rests on the floor of the
That was like
fancy
that was a
bird
style.
cage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin
Way
shares
back
the
in the day.
cage with its original owner.
Ugh, excuse me. Oh, shit.
A large crystal ball is prominently displayed.
Touch it.
Gabriel figures that many men...
Alright. Alright.
It's not that easy to get a message from the crystal ball.
Sure it is.
Magenta Moonbeam is wrapped in gauze and silks. She looks vaguely mysterious and mysteriously vague.
She looks like she's cold.
She's really not my type.
What? She's got boobs, nothing between her legs, and she's not your type? What are you talking about? And she doesn't weigh 800 pounds? I don't know. Let's see if she knows anything about these things.
Since Magenta has a snake, it might be best not to discuss the snake scales with her.
Where's the snake? What? Alright, let's see if she knows anything about this stuff.
That doesn't work that way.
Alright, let's just talk to her. Fuck.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
Oh my lord.
Have you ever heard the word Schattenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodooienne's work is protecting her clients from the spells of others. I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
God.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Okay, so
I
it's the
have told you
same
all
thing.
it is proper for you to know, Mr. Knight.
Good.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there. Very bad.
So you don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No. That is part of a voodooienne's power. If people don't believe, there's not much I can do. But if they do believe, that is a part of my power too. But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it or not, but stay away from it.
What do you mean? Do you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antennae, Monsieur Knight. And I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Tell me more about snakes.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve. It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild. They wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
I got this crocodile mask. I can put it on. We can dance together and do some other stuff together.
Do you have any idea what Cabrice and Call means?
No.
Consider that foreplay.
No, I don't.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, yes. She was the first of the great voodoo queens.
That's it?
Tell me about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They're too close.
Too close to what?
Just bad karma.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo houndful?
There are many voodoo churches in Nolans, no?
Yes, but have you heard of a secret voodoo houndful?
Wherever did you hear such a ridiculous story? There is no such thing.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
It is the oldest, darkest heart of voodoo.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
There are some things it's better not to know about, Monsieur Knight.
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
I don't know anything about...
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
What size bra you wear? You wear a thong? It's the
How did you
important
get into
things.
this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame.
Spank me.
I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes.
I'm shamed. I need to be spanked.
What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Do you do anything else?
I'm a voodooian. That is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
How many voodooians are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course, the level and the power of the voodooians differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in Nolans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Alright,
I can't think of anything.
Style in there.
Very well.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where did you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound
Here
Egyptian.
she was.
I only know what the spirits tell me, monsieur. I am sure they know better than we.
How did you learn how to handle Grimwald?
I told you, a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Uh-huh. Fascinating.
So you know how to handle snakes really well. You want to handle my snake? Curious to see how well you handle it.
Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scales.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
I told you, I couldn't do that.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, that should be interesting. The animations are pretty good for what they are. Shake it, baby. Give her a tip.
She's really not my type.
Can't give her any money. Nope. No tip for you. Your dance needs some more pizzazz to it. A little more lap dancing would be nice.
There. Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
Give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. Hold on a second, I gotta look something up. Alright. You ordered cat food, but it's supposed to be delivered today. It says it's out for delivery around 6 a.m. It's now 3 p.m. It still hasn't been delivered yet. you want me to check on it.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
So why is this...
Tell me anything at all.
You have to be careful when handling a snake. They're more delicate than they look.
I'll bet.
True story. It's 3 p.m., so... I don't know. Usually, on the delivery days, it's usually here by now and by this time, so I'm not sure what's up with it. It's been raining all day, so...
Tell me anything at all.
Many people are
deliveries are slow.
afraid
I don't know.
of snakes. Isn't that silly?
Totally. Tell me anything at all.
Snakes shed their skins from time to time. You have to be especially careful of them when they're shedding.
I'll keep it in mind. How about showing me your snake dance again?
I won't make you wait, Monsieur Knight. I shall again amaze you.
You certainly will.
Amaze me. Okay. This is amazing, right? The fuck is he grabbing?
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
It's not what I was expecting. Figured it had to be a reason why she gets up and dances. I'm assuming I don't get that option anymore now.
There. Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
Gabriel magnifies the shed skin from Magenta Moonbeam snake. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scales from Lake Pontchartrain.
Alright, so that's... So she isn't our suspect. This is basically what that's supposed to prove. Doing anything?
Magenta wouldn't like Gabriel having that.
Alright. Anything else to
Can
talk
I
about
ask
with
you
her?
a few more questions?
Certainly.
What can you tell me about
New Orleans?
Nolans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
What can you tell me about Nolans?
It is a fascinating city with many dark secrets.
What can you tell me about Nolans?
It is my favorite place in the world.
About Grimwald.
Done with him?
What about her?
Or her? Whatever.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Never
alright,
mind.
so we don't get the dance sequence
All right.
anymore.
Give me an example of Gree-Gree.
All right, here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone with a match. A spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Something I need to know.
Give me an example of Gree-Gree.
Here's an old hoodoo, Dr. Gree-Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue. If the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime will turn black.
Give me an example of gris-gris.
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times.